What's the customer think of wireless LAN? Is it important to the customers today? Oh, right. I'll put 4 letters. Is that important to the customer? Wow. You talk BYOD, it opens up the whole can of worms. There's probably not anybody think about it. There's probably not one spot in an organization that's not being affected some way, shape, or form or wanting to use this BYOD. Right? And all these devices, where do you plug them in? You have to plug them into wireless. So it's really part of the business process. It's affecting the business process. My question to you is IT a great place to go to find out about business process? Is it? Not at all. Not at all. IT, you know what? I used to be in IT. We have locked doors for a reason. We're sitting back there playing, Angry Birds or something. That's what we're doing. But you call us and the first thing we say is, man, we're busy. We'll get to you as soon as possible. I'm on level 20. That's what they're doing. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. They don't know the business process. They're disconnected with their customer. So what does that tell you where you have to go? Do you go to IT about this? It's about the business. It's about how they want to do it. If you're in retail or anything, store of the future, things that I'm doing with, I'm talking to people about how they do things in the back. I'm learning things that temporarily learning things, I guess. About customers' business I would never have asked about just a few years ago. Why? Because it's affecting their business. It's for me to understand what technology fits as a consultant, I have to talk to these people more and more and more. This is where we've got to start. And again, in your select accounts, it might be a little easier for you to do that because you probably have, 20 accounts? Six right now. Well, believe me, you'll probably get more than that, but you might. Who knows? Who knows? I don't want to wish it on you, and everything. But you're in the territory space. You got hundreds of accounts. Yeah, thousands of accounts. So you may not be able to do this with all the yours, but you might pick 2 or 3 of the ones that look like they could be a little bit better and go after them. Right? That's what you have to do. You might not be able to do it with all of them. Pick the ones that look like they're ripe. Maybe the ones you haven't gotten into that you really need to. This might be something that you start focusing a little bit more on instead of doing that. Cisco Wireless LAN. We're a market leader here, folks. Yeah, we've got great competition. We've got Maru, we've got Aruba, we've got Ruckus, we got all these. I mean, these guys got things hanging on the ceilings. If it fell off, it'd kill somebody. With some of those antenna arrays that they have with Ruckus and all that. I'm serious. It scares me when I see those things. I go around. But we've got a lot of competition, but we're still 50% of the market. I think we took our eye off the ball a little bit for a while, but boy, we've certainly refocused it. I think we've got, our innovation here to go with the business needs and the industry drivers. What are some of the things that we do that we could directly go back to BYOD and all these things that we do, right? Client link. The ability for us to take those older clients and give them better service, better signal strength and everything. Move the people who are A and 2.4 and 5 gig, move them to where we want them so we can give better service to the other people, right? Video stream. Clean air, mobility, security. All these things are wrapped up in this. These are the things that we do different, and we've got to be able to make them important. And again, we've got to relate it back to these people. Make it a requirement. Make it a requirement. That's important. Also, our service and support. That's a differentiator. Globally, all the different service places we can provide service and everything globally, that's a difference maker. Because we live in a much smaller world than when I started. I mean, you're competing globally. You've got partners everywhere. You're doing all kinds of things globally today. And there's some of our competition who won't work there. And that's a differentiator. And Cisco Capital. Again, why buy this? Why are you buying this when it changes so much? I mean, I'm a huge proponent. That's one of the first, when I go in and I start talking to IT and the senior people in IT, one of the first things I talk to them is about, what's your vision of owning versus, what's your cloud strategy? Why? Because I'm a firm believer in leasing this stuff now. I'm a firm believer in it. Because eventually I will want to go to cloud, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to just break a lease, do it from a lease, than if I buy this stuff and I got a bunch of this stuff just sitting around. And even if I lease it through, I'm sure Cisco will have a nice little thing to smooth me right into a partner if I want to go cloud at the time. Absolutely. So that's wireless.